Okay, so today I always keep saying I'm going to do this more and then I don't, but as right now it's about noon on June 23rd, and I can't believe all the things that have happened. I can't believe how um, insane the world has gone since I last did one of these. I thought that this crisis was going to go into bringing us into a new, different world where people were going to be, the little people were going to do better, and the people on top would have to acknowledge us, and that at least the money situation will be sorted out, but it hasn't. I'm very confused about that. But today, what I really am talking about is the intolerance that seems to be a fad right now, and people are really warring with everyone else, and it should be a time, and I thought it was going to be a time of people coming together. And I think at the beginning of these lockdowns and the pandemic and all this stuff like that, when people were forced to stay at home and everybody was on the internet, it seemed like people were being good, put it that way, and enjoying their fellow man. But things have taken political turn again, because of some of the things that have happened with, the riots and the Black Lives Matter, and the protests, and people wearing masks and not wearing masks, and all the stuff that's gone on. And should we open back up? So people really again have dug their heels in taking sides, and people are arguing again about nonsense that really in the end just separates people for no reason, and people are becoming more intolerant than they were before. And now I'm seeing people on a day-to-day basis argue with each other. They're canceling a new celebrity every day, sometimes two celebrities a day. People are so intolerant of other people, whether you think somebody is a bad person or not, whether you think they've done criminal activity, whether you think they've victimized someone else. If you are a tolerant person, you must tolerate people who you view as different from you. If you think you are a wonderful person, you must tolerate the bad person. Do you have to tolerate their actions? No. You stop their actions. You try to stop them from harming people or yourself or anybody else. But you don't cancel people. You don't say you have no right to be that way. You have to be like me or else. This is what we've come to. This is what I thought we would get away from, but everybody realizing how the same we were, all trapped home in the house. But it's flipped back around again to the other side, where people are literally canceling each other every day, arguing every day. People just hate anybody who isn't 100% like them. It's ridiculous. Okay? People are overreactive. People are acting butthurt at all times. Everybody has to call out everyone for everything. And I don't know how people think that's going to work out, because if you don't tolerate other people, what you're saying is that you view yourself as perfect. And I've been over this many times, and nobody is perfect. I don't care if you're a very good person. I don't care if you're very nearly perfect. You're still not perfect. That means you have to tolerate the person who is almost perfectly evil. Like they have one good trait or they've done one good thing. You have to tolerate their existence, because we're all human beings. If they're a horrible person, well, so what? They have a right to be alive because they're breathing. Somebody has decided they're going to continue breathing on this earth just like you are. And you have to live on this earth with them. Does that mean you have to like them? No. Does that mean that by not hating them, you're signing off on everything they do? No, it doesn't. You don't have to spend your entire day calling out people and proving how much you disagree with other people just to prove what a wonderful person you are. And I don't know where this came from, because this is some kind of shaming. This is ostracizing. This is putting scarlet letter on people. I've said that before, but I really hoped that this crisis and every people dying in mass numbers and the economy going to hell and people not being able to pay their bills I thought people would really take a look inside at themselves. I really thought we were doing that at first. But now everybody's gone back to pointing a finger at somebody else. No, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. It's your fault. I don't care if we're talking about somebody on the top or somebody on the bottom. Why do people have to devolve into these intolerant, judgmental people who are just full of hate? Full of hate. If you don't tolerate somebody that you think is a very bad person, you have hatred. You are the intolerant one. And if you don't understand that, if you think that hating a racist, let's say, makes you a good person, you're wrong. If you think that hating a rapist makes you a good person, you're wrong. Because for whatever reason, that person you think is evil, the racist, the rapist, whoever, their life led them to be that person. And the old adage goes, you must walk a mile in a man's shoes before you can judge him. If you have not lived that person's life, you have no idea why they are the way they are. As evil as you may see them, you have no idea. So you must tolerate them because you need to understand. If you have not lived their life, if you have not gone through everything they've gone through, you cannot know that you would not be exactly the way they are, as horrible as you view that. You just don't know that. If you were born in their circumstances on the day they were born, to the family they were born in, with whatever ideas they had, and all the things that happened to that person in their life a week after they were born to last week, those things didn't happen to you. If you have not lived their life, you do not know how you would react. You do not know who that would have turned you into. So how can you sit there every day and judge and call out and cancel? It's happening every day, and it's instead of just a group of people canceling this one, it's becoming people doing it to each other on a personal, individual basis. I do not understand where we are going to go. I thought that this crisis might lead to something good. I'm really worried that it's not. But everybody needs to step back and say, you know what? Maybe I should stop judging other people. You know what? Maybe I'm full of crap. Maybe I'm a jerk too. Maybe I've done horrible things or will do something horrible someday. And I will want people to give me a break, or I want people to give me a second chance, or a third chance, or a 10th chance. I just need to back up. Everybody needs to say, you know what? Let me work on me. And let me stop calling out everybody else. Let me stop telling everybody else what to do. Let me stop telling everybody else what to think, because nobody wants anybody to do that to them. Treat others as you would be treated. It's the same old thing. Stop being intolerant if you want to be tolerated. It's that simple.